Would you like a cheat sheet of the best things that you can do to stay healthy for your entire life? My name's Andrew Smith. I'm a chiropractor here at Ascension Chiropractic in Hammond Park, and in this video I'm going to go through my top 5 ways to stay healthy through your entire life. Now the good news is you don't have to land perfection every single time. You don't have to do all 5 things all of the time, and this was my revelation recently when looking back at the week preceding a moment that I got sick. I had a cold, the cold that we all experience, most of us experience every single winter. And I was looking at what I was doing, or importantly, what I wasn't doing that led me to being sick. So, 5 things where if you can do most of them most of the time, it'll stack the odds for your body functioning the best so you can stay healthy and enjoy all the things you want to be doing in life. So diving right in, number 1, clean eating and clean drinking. It's not rocket science that if you're stacking your diet, your nutrition plan with lots of healthy veggies, clean meats, clean water, clean protein sources, and trying to avoid all the processed carbs, sugars, and those sorts of things, that's literally the nourishment that our body needs. We've known this for centuries, no new information here. Number 2 is sunlight. Getting outdoors as much as you can, and getting a decent sort of 15-20 minutes of sunlight through the day is ideal. Now, I'm not saying lie in the sun in the middle of the day and cook, but your body needs sunlight, your eyes need sunlight. It needs UV light, which helps produce melatonin, helps produce vitamin D in the body that we need to as a precursor to a lot of other hormones. So if we're not getting a lot of sunlight, it's going to affect our mood, it's going to affect how our body produces hormones. It'll affect our sleep as well. So get some sunlight. Number 3 is sleep. Not just how many hours you're clocking every single night, but what quality sleep are you getting? What's your nighttime routine? Is your body winding down before you go to sleep so you can have a long, restful sleep overnight? So looking at what you're doing, are you turning off screens an hour before bed? Are you getting plenty of exercise through the day? Are you having a herbal tea? Those sorts of things to help wind your brain down so when you do fall asleep, it's a deep, restful sleep, so you're waking up refreshed, not waking up like you haven't had any sleep at all. Number 4 is managing stress. I can't help all the stresses on your body, and realistically, health comes down to managing the stress on the body and managing our resilience to stress. If our resilience to stress is high, we can get through a lot more. So you can either improve your resilience to stress or reduce the stress load on the body. Now, whether you have some de-stress tricks up your sleeve, whether it's getting outdoors and exercising, whether it's getting that fresh air and sunlight, whether it's doing some meditation, whether it's switching off the TV and just reading a book, whether it's dealing with all the problems in life from stressful finances to relationships to bad work environments, whatever it is, you know what stresses are in your life. So trying to tackle a couple of them, or at the very minimal, boosting your resilience to stress so you can combat that a little easier will have make the world of difference. Chronic stress will literally kill us. If our brain perceives we're under stress for too long, most of our organ systems stop working properly. So as chiropractors, we look at the balance between our stress and de-stress system, but managing stress is going to be crucial for your health. Number 5 is movement. Not just your full body movement, getting out and exercising. We know that we need to exercise for cardiovascular health, for our muscular health, for our mental health, but our spine itself needs to move. If our spine doesn't move properly, the signaling to the brain doesn't happen properly. On the flip side, when we get the spine moving, which is exactly what chiropractors do, when the spinal joints move appropriately over time, it literally stimulates the brain appropriately so the brain can function as it should. So recognizing that sitting at the computer too long or slumping out on the couch at the end of the night watching TV isn't great for the normal movement, but getting adjusted, getting to see your chiropractor to see if they can help get your spine moving appropriately so the nervous system functions as a whole. So those are my top 5: clean eating, sunlight, sleep, managing stress, and movement. Now, the good news for you is you don't have to do all 5 the entire life. And this is my reflection the other week when I had a bit of a cold, was that I didn't get sick because I wasn't doing all 5. I was starting to get sick because I started to drop the ball on 2, sort of 3 of those issues. Now, my big revelation was when I recognized that I'm not doing sort of 2 or 3 out of those 5, I need to really ramp up the others that I can do, and or make sure the next couple of days and the next couple of weeks I get back on the bike, so to speak, and I do pick up the slack where I've dropped out. So for me personally, we had a big trip out to the country to see some friends. So I was stuck in the car for a long period of time, so I wasn't moving. We had road snacks, so I wasn't eating the best food. There was a bit of extra stress because we were, it was a last minute sort of trip, sleeping in foreign bed, so I wasn't sleeping. So we got a bit of sunlight, thankfully, but we got 1 out of 4. So no wonder that my body started to succumb to the stresses of life. My immune system was more challenged, and that allowed me to pick up a few extra bugs and not deal with it too well. So my revelation was, if I know I'm not doing some of those on the list, to make sure the next few days or the next week to prioritize that. That might mean canceling plans or getting extra sleep or cutting out the alcohol or getting back to the good eating, the good moving, and the good sleeping. So if you can do most of the time, that'll massively stack the odds for you to have an amazing health for the rest of your life. But you've got to be really conscious that when you're not doing some of them, you've got to catch up at some other time. So those are my top 5. If you have any other 5 that you do regularly or anything else you would add to the list, comment in the section down below. We'd love to hear what you do. If you disagree with any of them, let me know as well. But importantly, if this is important to someone in your life, please share it with them. And especially from the movement, number 5 side of things, the spinal movement, if there's a way that we can help your spine and nervous system function better, we'd love to meet you. Until then though, enjoy those 5, enjoy living a long and healthy life, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.